we are going to see some more interesting and important questions from MS Chauhan's Organic Chemistry, Chapter 2, Isomerism, and the question from 41 to 50. Come on, let us discuss in that first question. Among the structures shown below, which has lowest potential energy? So, lowest potential energy, how do we identify in these compounds? So, lowest potential energy has more stable structure, right? So more stable structure, how do we identify? Equatorial position only. So equatorial position already I have given in that idea about previous videos, right? So let us check which is equatorial position, which is axial position. Okay, now in this point, this one and this one, okay, now in that compound A, this is equatorial position, axial will be upwards, and the same way this is equatorial position, axial it is downward, right? This is axial and this is equatorial. And right now this is equatorial position, this is axial, right? So that means three equatorial position we are getting in this compound. Okay, now in this, the second one here, this is equatorial position, this is axial, and this is what it is, equatorial position. So one axial is come and other two are equatorial position. So all that equatorial position only, that will be more stable, right? Now this one, what it is, third one, and this is axial and this is also axial and this is downwards it shows. So this also, it's axial. See, now this is going this side and this is going downwards now, so this is axial. So all three are axial only, so this will not be more stable. And the next one, what it is here, this is equatorial or axial, this is equatorial and this is axial, and the next one, this is axial, right? So these are all we are checking in that way. So this is equatorial and axial will not be more stable. So equatorial position is more stable. Why? Because less repulsion will be there. Okay, less repulsion, right? So now in that amount which is more stable, you yourself will identify the answer is A. Why? Because here equatorial position, here also equatorial position, here also equatorial position. So option A is the correct option for the answer, right? I hope you got that idea. So the lowest potential energy has more stable. Where do we identify more stable? Equatorial position. Equatorial position, how do we identify? You know very well. And next one, why equatorial position as more stable means because it is having less repulsion, less fight, more affection in that way, right? Come on, let us go to the next question. Chiral. Okay, now let us check which is chiral molecule. Before finding that chiral molecule, what do you mean by chiral? You know very well. Chiral molecule, you can find all these points. So chiral molecule, it is optically active. And the second point, the main point, it is non-superimposable mirror image. Non-superimposable mirror image. And the third point, yes, POS and COS will be absent. And the fourth one, this is can rotate PPL, plane polarized light. Okay, now let us check all these points are available in this compound. Okay, now first one, optically active. Such kind of things, let us check. So first and foremost, you have to find whether it is a symmetrical or not. So symmetrical or not means here 5 carbons are there, so it is unsymmetrical only. Yes, of course, you can find here also wedge position, here also wedge position which is connected with Br, whereas dash position, hydrogen, both the sides same. Yes, correct. Now when you cut over here, yes, but here what happened, one more Cl which is attached with this carbon, whereas here there is no. So that means this is 100% chiral molecule. So chiral molecule, this is optically active non-superimposable mirror image. POS and COS will be absent for this and can rotate. So the first compound, it is chiral. Now the second compound, when you cut this side, so when you cut this side, yes, this side also OH is available, this both the side OH available, but here there is no OH. And the next one point, here it is like thickness, that means wedge, but here you cannot find such kind of structure. And the third point, here when you cut over here also, here CH3 and here CH3 only one it is there, whereas here nothing. So that means this is also optically active and non-superimposable mirror image, and POS COS absent, can rotate PPL. So this is also chiral molecule. So chiral molecule, if it is symmetrical position 100% you can identify, which is not what it is, optically inactive, but this is chiral molecule only. Right, now next one, in that next one what it is, here OH HCOOH, here OH HCOOH it is there. So this is actually higher priority, so it goes upwards and comes here, and then automatically it changes. So two position it is changing. So that means how that position will be there, here COOH and here OH H, and here OH H and COOH. So when we are changing that position, no, so automatically what we are getting, so in this point, how do we get that point? So that means what it is, here POS is present, COS also present, it cannot rotate PPL, and it is superimposable mirror image. So these are all the points applicable for achiral molecule. This is 100% achiral molecule. So this is superimposable mirror image. So optically inactive. So this is optically inactive meso compounds, we can say. Now in this question what they are asking, which is chiral molecule. So compound A and compound B both are what it is, chiral molecule. I hope you got that idea. How do we identify that chiral molecule? Which are the points, conditions applicable for chiral molecule? How do we identify achiral molecule? What are the main conditions for achiral molecule? I hope you got that idea. Come on, let's go to the next question. So by the way, answer which is the correct option of A and B. So that means this is option D as the correct option. See, A and B I just mentioned. See, compound A and compound B. So that means first and second only, not this side. Okay. I hope you got the clarity about this question. So which is the correct option? Option first and second. So first and second means this option D is the correct option. Come on, let's go to the next question. The next question, a compound was synthesized by a student, but its structure was not identified. However, a wonderful, helpful instructor told him that it was a meso compound, and next with 5 carbons, meso compound and 5 carbons and 2 stereogenic centers. So these are all the main point to be noted down. And which of the following structures should the student consider as possibilities for S compound? So among this compound, which has having what it is, the meso compound. So meso compound, and it has 5 carbons and 2 stereogenic center. So first and foremost, meso, how do we identify meso? What are the conditions for meso? Meso, it is optically inactive, and second one, it is achiral molecule. So achiral means what it is? It is a same or identical position will be there, identical atom or group will be available. And the next one, what it is, POS COS, both twins are present. So what it is, Chiral molecule means what it is? Achiral molecule means COS, POS will be present. And the next one, optically inactive. And the next one, minimum two chiral centers it has to be present. That means two stereogenic center must be there. So these are all the points are applicable for meso. Now let us check all these conditions are applicable for these compounds. So here meso 5 carbons should be there and two stereogenic center. Yes, of course, that conditions also two stereogenic, minimum two stereogenic center should be present for meso. Right now, first compound here, cyclopentagon. Cyclopentane, it is actually 5 carbons are there. And when you cut over here, see, it is equal portion is there. So, COS is present in this compound and optically inactive. This is achiral molecule and two stereogenic center it is available. This is two stereogenic center. Yes, that means this is 100% meso compound. Okay, so first one it is meso compound. Now the second one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 carbons are there and COOH, OH and COOH, OH. When you cut here symmetrical like, so it is actually two stereogenic center. It is available. Two stereogenic center. It's available. 5 carbons are there. And this also POS, COS is present. Okay. So that second compound also meso. Right. Now third one. Third one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons are there and two stereogenic center it is there. But when you cut over here, this side ethyl group, it is there, this side methyl group. So that means POS, COS is absent. Why? Because ethyl and methyl, which is not correlate for what it is. COSPOS, this is chiral molecule. So this is chiral molecule. So for meso, it has to be achiral, right? But here chiral only. So third compound will not be meso. It is a chiral molecule. So I just mentioned this is meso and this is meso and this is chiral. Right. Now next one. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons are there. Here stereogenic center, two stereogenic center, it is there, OH. So when you cut, it is equal, both the side, it is what it is, same, identical, and achiral molecule. So this is 100%, POS, COS is there, present. So this is achiral molecule, optically inactive. So this is 100% meso, right? Now even fourth compound also meso and the fifth compound. So fifth compound there is no stereogenic. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons is there. Okay, fine. But where is stereogenic center? Stereogenic center means chiral center means you know very well what it is. For different groups or atoms which is attached that carbon, there is no group which is attached over here. End of that carbon only which is attached. This side one bromine, this side one bromine, in that middle nothing is there. So that is actually there is no meso, neither chiral. So which is the correct option? So first compound it is meso, second compound it is meso, and what it is, fourth compound it is meso. So first, second and fourth, option A is the correct option. I hope you got the clarity about this question. Come on, let's go to the next question. See, isomers means here stereoisomers only we have to consider. So first and foremost, this compound it is unsymmetrical, right? So unsymmetrical means what is the formula? This is unsymmetrical. Unsymmetrical. So what is the formula for unsymmetrical? So the total number of stereoisomers equal to 2 to the power of n. So this is the formula to identify that stereoisomers of unsymmetrical compound. Okay, now this is unsymmetrical compound. And one more point for stereoisomers, the mainly it has to be Gi has to be present. So Gi here, what it is, CH double bond CH, here one Gi it's available. So this is one. And the next one, ring type structure it is available. So ring type structure it is what it is, like alene type, cumulene structure it is there. So ring type structure it is there. For that it is actually ring with double bond CH. So this is here one carbon, here one carbon, and here one carbon. So C double bond C double bond C. So this is Kummeline structure, and here CH double bond CH. So here one GI is available, and here one GI it's available. So that means 1 plus 1 2 GI it's available. So that means two chiral centers are there. So N here 2 to the power of N, no, N equal to 2 chiral center, 2 stereogenic center, like. Okay, now 2 to the power of N means here 2 to the power of 2. So naturally 4 isomers are available. So in this, how many isomers are available? 4 isomers will be available. Now let me give that correct idea for you. So this is C triple bond C triple bond C, and the next one what it is here, CH double bond CH, and here what it has given here, CH COOH, and then this side H, and the same way here H, and this is what it is, CH3. So in this point, how do we identify? So in this point, what it is, cis and trans will be there. Cis and trans will be there. So cis and trans is there means two things will be there, means that is mirror image is another point. So that means 2 plus 2. 4 things will be available. So 4 isomers will be possible. I hope you got the clarity about this. So mainly, how do we identify unsymmetrical? What is the formula for unsymmetrical? It has to be 2 to the power of n. Stereoisomers formula to find out, it is 2 to the power of n. That is the main way you can identify easily. And n, it is nothing, what it is, stereogenic center. And mainly stereoisomers to find out geometrical center, it has to be present. So whether it is a double bond is given or Kummeline structure, ring with double bond connected with carbon. So in that way also you can identify. I hope you got the clarity about this question. Come on, let's go to the next question. Which of the following molecules are chiral? See, again the same statement but different compound. See, chiral means what it is. First and foremost, it is optically active and a non-superimposable mirror image. POS, COS will be absent, and it is chiral molecule. We have to identify what it is. Come on, let us check here. When symmetrical molecule or unsymmetrical molecule, okay, when we cut over here, we will identify whether it is a symmetrical or not. Here CH3 downwards, here upwards, and the next one here, when we cut over here, this is a thick portion is there like wedge, and here thin dash position in that way. So naturally this is POS, COS will be absent. So POS, COS will be absent means optically active and a non-superimposable mirror image. And yes, this is a chiral molecule, right? So the first compound, it is a chiral molecule. And the same way, second one, here CH3, here and here CH3. So CH3 and CH3 over here, this is actually a gauge position in that Newman projection. Yes, gauge position, right? So here in the gauge position means here 60-degree, when you rotate you will get anti-position, which is less steric hindrance. And here, as they have given in this position, here there is no POS, COS. So in this, what it is, COS and POS is absent, but when you rotate you will get that COS is present, but at this point there is no POS, COS. So this is also chiral molecule, right? Now next one, here chlorine it is there, bromine it is there, fluorine it is there. Okay, so as you see, only it is like completely totally unsymmetrical, like when you cut over here anywhere, so it is totally different. So this is actually 100% chiral molecule. So here also POS, COS absent. So easily we can identify. And the last one here, Cl, here also 2 point, there is a Cl. One, it is a very thick portion it is given, and here very thin portion. So when you cut over here, like this, when you cut, or when you cut over this side also, here also POS, COS absent. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 membered ring only, but they have given a different what it is way structure. So we cannot find over here COS, POS present. So here absent. So this is also chiral molecule. Okay. Suppose 4 carbon is available in the cyclohexane. This is we can identify it as a meso and achiral compound. POS, COS present, but the same 4 carbon only it is there. But you see the structure, so easily you cut, you will find out very easily. See the concept, you be thorough, you can identify n number of questions with the correct answer. I hope you got the clarity. Now, which is the correct option? One option, I mean, one compound 1, 2, 3, 4. Compound 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything it's a chiral. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything it is chiral. Option A is the correct option. I hope you got the clarity about this. Come on, let's go to the next question. The next question, which equilibrium is not rapid at room temperature? So, which equilibrium not rapid at room temperature? Usually, we can find the equilibrium in that conformation. So, conformation, where do we identify? In that free rotation, single bond, you can identify very easily. Equilibrium concept, equilibrium point, not rapid at room temperature. Okay, so that means where there is a single bond, easily you can identify that equilibrium. So where we cannot find that equilibrium rapid at room temperature, naturally double bond is there, means it is not free rotation, it is restricted rotation. So why it is not, we cannot find it at room temperature, means here to break the pi bond we have to give high activation energy. So we have to give high activation energy to break the pi bond. So for that is the reason we cannot find that free rotation in the geometrical isomers usually, right? So this question, equilibrium is not rapid at room temperature, usually you can find it all this. Now for example, here Cl and here also Cl. Now this flipping it's taken place, so this is actually straight, this is flipped away, so this is flipping it's taken place. So naturally what it is, at room temperature it happens. And the second one, B, just now I mentioned, so this will not happen by room temperature. Why? Because GI position it is there, we have to give high activation energy to break the pi bond. So B compound will not be applicable for this question. And the next one, this also, here CH3 and here CH3. This is a front carbon and this is a back carbon. So front carbon CH3 is HH, it is a constant position, and the back carbon you are rotating. So when you are rotating, so naturally what it is, here CH3 HH, single bond only, so naturally this will be taken place. Yes, now flipping, here also flipping it's taking place. Right. Now, next one, here, third one, this is actually what it is. This is boat shape. This is twisted. This is actually chair form, right? This is chair form. This is like boat shape, not twisted form. Twisted form. So, this is a chair form and this is twisted form. So, chair form and twisted form, single bond, and it is actually conformation. It's taken place. So, these three things, A, C, D will takes place for that what it is, equilibrium position, whereas which cannot be identified that room temperature, it's option B, we cannot get it. I hope you got the clarity about this question. Come on, let's go to the next question. So which is the correct option? A, C, D, it is taking that equilibrium position, which cannot, not rapid at room temperature. Option B is the correct option. Why option B it's the correct option? Because it is GI, that means double bond it is available, it is restricted rotation. To break the pi bond, it has taken high energy, activation energy required. I hope you got the clarity. Come on, let's go to the next question. The next question, which is the lowest energy conformation of butane? See, in this Newman's projection, two main position you have to identify. The two main position, easily if you identify, you can identify the answer very clearly. Now the mainly two main positions. So what are those two main position? Gauge position and anti-position. Gauge position and anti-position, right? Both are just the opposite. So gauge position, it is actually more energy and less stable, right? This is more energy and less stable. Right. Now the next one here, anti-position, it is actually less energy and more stable. See, how do we identify gauge and anti? Come on, let us check. Now here, front carbon and back carbon. This is the front carbon dot. It is a front carbon and that is a back carbon. So in this point, CH3, CH3H and here H, H, H. No, this will not be applicable at all because it has to be similar point. It has to be there. Right, now come on, come to that next point. Here CH3 H, H it is there. So this is a front carbon. Back carbon CH3 H, H. So actually this is what it is. It is eclipse to form. This is actually what it is. Eclipse to form. So eclipse to form, you cannot identify anything. It is nil because steric hindrance, like steric position. So it is having more what it is. Repulsion will be there. So more repulsion you cannot identify. Now these two wrong answers. So we cannot identify. Now come to that main point. So here CH3 is there. Just to the opposite, here CH3 it is there. So this is a front carbon and this is a back carbon. So CH3HH, I just put it that different color so that you will identify. Here CH and here CH3. So this is a front carbon and this is a back carbon. Here what it is? Here CH3H. So this is just to the opposite. So steric, that means there is no steric hindrance. Repulsion will be very less. So repulsion, it is less, means energy also will be less and it is more stable and it will not fight each other, like it is far, very far. No steric hindrance you cannot identify. Repulsion will not be there. Repulsion will be very less and nil also. So the actually it is more stable. So this is actually antiform. Antiform, it is what it is, more stable, more stable. So less energy. Okay, now they are asking which is lowest energy. Lowest energy, it is less energy. And the next one here, this is CH3 and the next point only it is CH3. This is a gauge form. So this here CH3. See now here this is front carbon and this is back carbon. So back carbon also here CH3H. Here H and H. This one. See this one CH3H. H and this is front carbon CH3HH. So this is actually more energy and less stable. Why? Because it is nearer to that. So naturally what it is, steric repulsion will be available. So naturally, so this is actually less stable and more energy. And here antiform, it is more stable, less energy, that is lowest energy confirmation. So C is the correct option. I hope you got the clarity about gauge position and anti-position. Anti-position is having more stable and less energy and gauge position is having more energy and less stable. I hope you got the clarity. Come on, let's go to the next question. Given below are chiral. See again the same question, different compound. So here chiral means what it is, optically active non-superimposable mirror image. POS, COS will be absent and can rotate PPL, plane polarized light. So come on, let us check. Here they have given one compound. Let us check with that. When we cut, see here when we cut over here. So here actually double bond O, here also double bond O. Here dash position with CH3, here also dash position with CH3, here also dash position with hydrogen, here also the same. This is wedge position which is connected with O, this is also same exactly. So this is actually what it is, POS, COS present. So POS, COS present means what it is, achiral molecule, right? Achiral molecule. Achiral molecule, we can say what it is, meso, right? So this is meso. And the second one, they have given like this. Come on, let us check whether this is chiral or not. We have to check chiral. Right now, this is that upwards direction, and here this is, and the same way, this is upwards direction and downwards. This is what they have mentioned like this, both upwards and down, and this is upward and down. Now here in this, what it is, here Cl, ClH and CH2OH, and then here what it is, CH2OH, and here down ClH. So as we look at this picture structural formula, here ClH CH2OH, ClH CH2OH, see it is not equal when you cut this molecule, so CH2 ClH, CH2 is downwards, whereas CH2 it's upwards. So it is not like a symmetrical way. So POS is absent. POS, COS is absent. So POS, COS absent means what it is? Chiral molecule. That is what we want, right? We want chiral molecule to identify. So this is chiral molecule, and it is what it is, RS configuration. In that way we can check, no? So in that position, it is chiral, optically active, non-superimposable mirror images. So these are all the points are applicable. Yes, it can rotate PPL, plane polarized light. Okay, now third. So second compound, yes, it's chiral. Then third one. So as we see this structural formula only, here CH2OH it is there, CHO it is there. So totally opposite. So totally opposite. These are all fine. OH, OH, OH it is there. This side also. But the main thing what it is, top and down, it's totally vary. So that means what it is here. Totally vary means what it is. This is 100% chiral. Right. So this is POS, COS absent. So naturally it is chiral. Hope you got the clarity. So second compound it is chiral, and the third compound also it's chiral. Then fourth one. So in that fourth one what it is? Here CH2OH it is there. Yes, it is CH2OH. Both the sides CH2OH it is there. So here OH, 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 H, 100%. This is nothing. This is meso only. Easily we can identify. It's a achiral compound. Chiral. So this is meso compound achiral, and POS COS is present. POS COS is present. So this is not chiral. This is meso. Right. Now next one what it is? So the next one, fifth compound. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heptane, heptagon, right? Like when you cut this, what do you observe? So when you here dash position is available, here wedge position it is available, here CH3 it's fine, but where it is position with the dash and wedge position at CO it is there. So naturally this is POS, COS absent. So if it is absent means what it is? Chiral molecule. So chiral molecule means what it is? 100% applicable for this question. So which are all chiral compound? Come on, let us check. So this is meso, and this is meso. That means second compound chiral molecule, and third compound chiral molecule, and fifth compound chiral molecule. Third, second, third, and fifth. So second, third, and fifth. Second, third, and fifth. Yes, option B is the correct option. I hope you got the clarity about chiral and achiral. Come on, let's go to the next question. Question: which of the following carboxylic acid could be resolved by the reaction with an enantiomedically pure chiral amine. So here also chiral only is the main point, and here enantiomerically pure chiral amine that is resolved by the reaction with that. So the carboxylic acid. Yes, come on. Now, first and foremost, enantiomers. Enantiomers means optically active. Racemic mixture means optically inactive. You have to convert that as resolution takes place for optically active solvent. So D plus L. So here let us check the first compound A. Here COOH, here COOH, NO2, NO2. It is a planar molecule. So right, it's a planar structure, planar molecule. So naturally here what it is, as you check this, it's a planar molecule. Planar molecule. So planar molecule means here POS, COS. Can you identify POS, COS? Yes, it is possible. So it is actually what it is, a chiral compound. It's a chiral compound. Yes. Come on, the second one. Here also when you cut here, here also what it is, POS, COS is present. So this is also a chiral, right? This is also a chiral molecule, right? Now, D option. So when you are coming D option here, benzene, which is both the side benzene connected with that, what it is, cycloalkane, right? So here what it is, sp3 hybridization. Here also sp3 hybridization, right? Now next one, here hydrogen, upper position hydrogen, and here lower position hydrogen, and the same way here also upper position hydrogen, lower position hydrogen. So in this NO2 it is there, CO2 is there, but which is attached in that, where it is attached, here sp2 hybridization, whereas here also sp2 hybridization. So both the side sp2 hybridization, in the middle sp3. When you cut here, it is equal only both the side sp2 hybridization. This is a chiral compound only. So a chiral compound. So POS, COS is present. So compound A, compound B, compound D, or a chiral. Come on, let us check the C option. See, this is biphenyl compound. The biphenyl compound, what are the atoms or groups which is attached? Here what it is, NO2 group, COOH. Here COOH, NO2 group. When you cut over here, actually just the opposite, resolved by what it is, optically active solvent, right? So that means it is POS, COS absent. So POS, COS absent means it's a chiral compound. So here actually racemic mixture converted into optically active solvents, that is called resolution, and C option as the correct option. So which of the following carboxylic acid could be resolved by reaction with an enantiomerically pure chiral option C is the correct option. I hope you got the clarity about this question. Come on, let us go to the next question. The next question, what is the relationship between the molecule? So relationship between the molecule in the following pairs. So they have given that compound here, enantiomers or diastereomers are identical or structural isomers. So now to check that relationship, these pairs, we need that rotation takes place. So here CH2OH, here CHO, we are not finding the difference, we have to find what are the relationship between these pairs. So for that rotation takes place, so rotation takes place, 180-degree rotation takes place. So that means here CH2OH goes upwards, here CH2 come downwards, right? Now come on, let us check how do we identify this. And yeah, four thing, here CH2OH comes down, right? Now here CHO goes upwards. Now in this point here OH is there, no? So this whatever it is, just to the opposite we have to go. So here H, here OH, right? Now in this just same only it is, right? Now the next one here, here OH, here H, and then next one here same H, OH, and then this part and this part only, right? So this also it is rotates. So here H, here OH. Now let us check. Here CHO, and then here also CHOH, H and OHOH. Yes, this is, and the next one here HOOH. This is also right. Now CH2OH. So what is the difference between this compound as well as this compound? So these both are identical, CHO, and here also CHO, CH2OH and CH2OH. Yes, these are all. So these two compounds are identical, right? So identical, same, identical, asymmetrical, and a meso compound, everything we can bring it for this. So diastereomers means what it is? Actually here relationship they are asking. No, so relationship means we have to go for that rotation point, then only we can identify the relation. So this is Fisherman's projection, right? So that is what purposely we are going for, that rotation point. So when we are going for rotation point, we can identify very easily diastereomers, any one point which is changing, that is diastereomers. Enantiomers, RS configuration we can identify, that is RS configuration, optically active. And then structural isomers, structures will be vary. So in that way we can identify. So which is the correct option? Option D is the correct option. Hope you got the clarity of all these 10 questions. Come on, in the next video, next 10 more questions we will go for it. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your great support.